So people tend to look at the Kardashians, watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, keep up with their social medias, look at their brands and things like that as an aspirational thing. And, that's fine and all, but seeing that as an aspiration and as a realistic goal to reach, which isn't true for most people.
Yeah, it's quite. It's almost like a mirage or a dangling carrot on a stick. You think you can achieve it, but even in the world of reality television and sort of trying to sell your soul for money, if we look at most formats, it's people basically selling their persona, their identity, their face, their social media, their entire lives for a portion of time to these big companies, getting paid fuck all, and they're actually exploited. So it's one game for people like the Kardashians, and then one game for most other people.
Yeah, and even just within reality TV, the staff who are working on Keeping Up the Kardashians probably get paid like rocks compared to what the Kardashians are getting from getting being on this show. It's this idea that I maybe people don't know who the Kardashians were before Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like maybe they would have thought they were ordinary people. Like no, Robert Kardashian, Kris Jenner's first husband, was a very famous lawyer. But he unfortunately passed away. But he was a very famous lawyer who worked on the O.J. Simpson case. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but yeah, O.J. Simpson was this very big football star, um, who was like in this murder case, and it was this whole thing. But yeah, like they weren't, they didn't come from nowhere.
Yeah, they have money, they have presence, and the show serves to accelerate their growth in terms of presence and their business empires, respectively, all of them. But when if you and I were to go make a reality TV show, we have nothing to promote except
Yeah,
ourselves, and the only people who would benefit from that are some mega corporation.
yeah, because the thing is that these people like influencers and just celebrities, like none of them come from nowhere. I guess it's kind of like it comes back to things like connections, or like as you would say here, like Westa. It's no one comes from just nowhere. Those are very very rare cases. So when these shows are marketed to ordinary people, like middle class, working class people, people who are many classes below the Kardashians, that's just not the case.
Yeah, and if we're going to examine possibly sinister intentions behind such things, I mean, intended or not, it does serve to pacify the working class. You're watching these people in a very passive, absolutely useless way. Not even useless in terms of productivity. Not everything is about productivity and like creating value.
Mm.
Even artistically, it's useless. Like you're watching stupid people be stupid. There is no point or artistic sense in that whatsoever. Even the cinematography is subpar,
Yeah.
and all you're doing is fueling their wealth at the cost of your everything. It's ultimately a net negative to anyone involved in it, besides the Kardashians themselves. In the
Yeah.
case of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
And I was gonna say these days, but it's been like this since then when the Kardashians started and that era of reality TV in the 2000s. It's just a glorified infomercial.
Yeah,
They're just there to push brands and products in your face.
exactly. And ultimately, they don't really care. It's like a side hustle for them, even if it doesn't work out and the show flops. Eh, they have their money, they have their business contacts, they have their empire. Who gives a shit?